Yes guys, we are back again with another Elvis reaction. We've had a kind donation from Gary who has said, please could you play The Last Farewell? It's an Elvis double whammy, so we said for the first one could you do Roger Whittaker, who did it first, and then Elvis's version. Of course we can, let's go. So I've loaded up the two songs here, and there's a live performance of Roger Whittaker performing it in 1975, and then there isn't actually a live performance of Elvis doing it, but there's Elvis Memphis album, he sings The Last Farewell on there, so we know the audio quality is going to be stupendous. Right, let's get straight into it. Roger Whittaker, he sounds to me like he's going to be cowboy sounding for some reason. That's what his name sounds like. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's one of them like westerny blues kind of songs. Right. I don't know though. I'm just saying that. That's just what. Let's go.
There's a ship lies rigged and ready in the harbor. Tomorrow for old England she sails, far away from your land of endless sunshine, to my land full of rainy skies and gales. And I shall be aboard that ship tomorrow, though my heart is full of tears at this farewell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell.
This is cool.
I hear there's a wicked war ablazing, and the taste of war I know so very well. Even now I see the foreign flag a-raising, their guns on fire as we sail into hell. I have no fear of death, it brings no sorrow, but how bitter will be this last farewell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. Though death and darkness gather all about me, and my ship be torn apart upon the sea, I shall smell again the fragrance of the islands, in the heaving waves that brought me once to thee. And should I return safe home again to England, I shall watch the English mist roll through the dell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell.
Let's go. Go on, Roger. Roger Whittaker. Well, he's not a cowboy, so I got that wrong. But do you know what he's actually very good at? His mic control, like the control with the microphone. I've said this not so long ago. I was talking about when you harmonise, basically, in one of the Everly Brothers reaction. I was saying you want to start your notes at the same time, but you also want to avoid your T's and P's and stuff close to the mic, because it's so easy when you're close up to a microphone to sound poppy, like not the genre pop, like pop, when you say the T's and the P's and stuff close to a microphone, it doesn't sound good. His microphone control skills, you could tell he was, you know, when you've learned a skill, you've practiced it enough, you could tell he was fluent in not doing none of that. Like, you could see by his mouth, like he was good at using his mouth to control his words when he's singing, saying beautiful and stuff. You could see when he was controlling his L and beauty. He was really good singer. I liked the song. It's obvious. It sounded like it was about setting sail on a ship, and then if something should happen or something. I didn't get the whole lyrics, but I'm going to try and listen to it when Elvis sings it and try and re-get the lyrics, because I was concentrating on how he was singing and what he was doing. You could tell, like, the camera thing was new because, like, the moving camera or whatever, because all the people just kept turning around looking like, what's going on? But it was pretty funny. Really like it, like the song, and go on, Roger. Roger's got a set of pipes on him. He can sing with pure control. He's got a good control of his voice. Let's see what Elvis does with this. Now I am intrigued. The last one we did, I felt it was more worlds apart. Like, who was it? It was literally not that long ago. I've done it today. Tony Bennett versus Elvis. It's not a versus, it's just a comparison. But I was like, nah, Elvis is way better. But I really enjoyed that Roger one. Nevertheless, let's get into it. This is going to be Elvis's version of The Last Farewell from the Memphis album. Let's go.
As a ship lies rigged and ready in the harbor, tomorrow for old England she sails, far away from your land of endless sunshine, to my land full of rainy skies and gales. And I shall be aboard that ship tomorrow, though my heart is full of tears at this farewell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. I heard there's a wicked war a-blazing, and the taste of war I know so very well. Even now I see that foreign flag a-raising, their guns on fire as we sail into hell. I have no fear of death, it brings no sorrow, but how bitter will be this last farewell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dearly, torn apart upon the sea. I shall smell again the fragrance of these islands and the heaving waves that brought me once to thee. And should I return safe home again to England, I shall watch the English mist roll through the dale. For you are beautiful, and I loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell. For you are beautiful, and I loved you dearly, more dearly than the spoken word can tell.
I like it. I like this song. I imagine if you had the Elvis Memphis record, it's such a simple song, yeah, like a simple structured song, that I reckon if it was halfway through the album, you just bought it, and this is back in the day, the albums just come out, you couldn't wait to get hands on your copy of the Elvis Memphis album. I reckon you'd be blasting through all the songs so you've heard them all. And this one could kind of get... It sounds to me like one of them songs that if you asked a load of Elvis fans, they might not have heard it. Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. You might all have heard it. But it's one of them that sounds like it's sat in the middle of the album and it gets glazed over and it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know why it sounds like that. Really nice song, mate. His vocals, how he does runs. He said like 3 words, but he did like 6 syllables of runs as he went through it, and it's just like, I've said this before as well. I must say a lot of things loads of times because it's all true. So you know you're repeating yourself. You know you're saying the truth. Back in the day, I've said this, I thought Elvis was just an entertainer who wore fancy outfits. That was my perception as a kid. Even though, like that, because I'd only heard like Elvis on the radio, and my Uncle John, who loved Elvis, he would play like Elvis songs, but it was at a time where I was a kid and I didn't know or care, and he would come out with like his Elvis wig with the glasses on and stuff like that, and I only saw Elvis as like this entertainer. It's so far off. Do you know what I mean? When you're an adult and you... Like, you guys who have been long-term Elvis fans from the beginning would know that's so far off. It's because of the Elvis impersonators and stuff like that. When you don't know Elvis and you haven't grown up with Elvis, that's kind of what you see. So it gives you a different perception. You don't know the depth of Elvis. You don't know the quality of his actual voice and his skills and the talent. You don't know him as a guy, how generous he was, how a real good man with a God-given talent that's crazy. Like his voice, how he can just manipulate it like that. Like, I would never have guessed he could do that back then when I was a kid. I'd be like, well, I wouldn't have the intelligence to actually know how difficult stuff like that is. But now as an adult and I'm listening and I'm a fan of Elvis, it's like, whoa. It's like I didn't expect him to be as good as he is. So I get shocked all the time and blown away over and over again. because something in the back of my mind still thinks like he's, for some reason, something in me really right at the back can't get over the fact that I used to think that. And now I know how good he is, but it's hard to explain. But it's just like every time you'll hear a new song and you'll just be like, wow, his voice. Just amazing. Just amazing. Love the song as well. Like that For You Are Beautiful bit, and then when the backing singers come in, and there was like a woman singing a higher pitch through the song. And it gives it that dreamy kind of sound. So we had two total different versions here. I'm not going to take nothing away from Roger's version. I thought that was amazing. He gave me kind of like Cat Stevens-y vibes, but like Cat Stevens' cousin. That he isn't quite as cool as Cat Stevens, but he's equally as good. Well, I really like Cat Stevens, but he just had something about him that was like that kind of category, and I like that. So fair play, Roger. You defo did well. If you want my honest opinion, I'm just going with Elvis though. Like, next level, levels apart, worlds apart, and it's no shade on you, Roger. I don't think anyone is getting in the other corner of the ring and going up against Elvis on this song. Sorry. You can't do it any better than that, basically. So that's where I'm at. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. As you know, we're doing these t-shirts. We've got the My Boy Jerry. We've got the Je ne sais quoi Elvis. And if you want to help out, you can buy a t-shirt. $5 of each of those t-shirts is going to go to the Elvis Presley Charitable Foundation. We're going to wait for a few weeks, see how much we can get together, and then I'll put it in a video of sending the money across. And it's a nice thing, isn't it? So that's where we're at. If you want an Elvis double whammy, you can always follow the link in the description, and I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you guys think.